A very long time ago, there was not one, there were not two, but there were 7 suns shining brightly in the sky. Everything was going well until one day, people, oh God, started complaining about the heat. Oh, why are you suns shining so brightly? We can't take it anymore. And so they decided to go up to their leaders, who were 7 brothers themselves. Hmm, you speak the truth. We will do something about this, said the eldest brother. And so a date and a time was decided, and everybody gathered, and the 7 brothers stood in a line with a bow and arrows ready. The first brother stood up, looking at the first sun with his ready bow and quiver of arrows. He readied his arrow and looked at the sun and said, Surjo, Paleja, sun, go away, and sent the first arrow to the first sun. And the sun disappeared far into space. And the second brother came and did the same. Surjo, Paleja, and so on and so forth till 6 suns disappeared into space. When the seventh brother came and readied his bow and arrow and said, Surjo Phaleja, and sent the seventh arrow, something different happened this time. The sun bounced up and down, just vanished out of sight. It was different. Everybody was quiet. And then they thought, the sun has vanished too. And they started celebrating. The suns have vanished. It's not going to be hot anymore. There was a lot of celebration. But within moments, when the last bit of sunlight died, there was darkness everywhere. Not very far from the dwellings of the humans was the jungle. And in the jungle, there was so much chaos and confusion. The rabbits scurried into the ears of the lions. The deer stood in face of the tiger, and the elephants rammed into trees. Oh my God! Towards evening, though, a little bit of the starlight came and helped the animals. The lion, the leader, the Raja of the jungle, gathered everybody and sat. The humans have sent the suns away. They do not understand how important the sun is for all life on this planet. We need to do something about this and bring the sun back. Everybody listened quietly. When a little rabbit scurried and went close to the Raja and said, Raja, Raja, I have something to tell you. Yes, you may, said the Raja. Raja, I saw the seventh sun hiding behind the hill at the edge of our jungle. Shabash, shabash, said the lion, the Raja. And the little rabbit felt proud and happy to have been of some help. Everybody cheered, and after that sound of cheer died, Raja, the lion, spoke again and said, We only know where the sun is. We need to call the sun back. And the leader that he was, he said, I will first go and try to call the sun. And the Raja went to the same spot that the rabbit had told him about. He stood there and said, Surjo Ashe! Sun, please come. And the sun popped out a little bit and then went back. And then, though the lion tried again, there was no luck this time. And the lion came back and said, I will do what I can do best. I will lead my tribe through these tough times. Raja, can I go next? Spoke the elephant. And the Raja agreed, and the elephant reached the same spot. And the elephant trumpeted, Surjo, Ashe! Surjo, come, please come. And this time too, the sun popped out a little bit and then went back. The elephant came back a little disappointed and said, Okay, I think I'll do what I can do best. I will help the young animals find food, because now that the sun was not there, there was only a little bit of fruits and a few leaves left up on the tops of the branches of the trees. The next was the peacock. The peacock said, I will go. And the peacock went to the same spot and did a little bit of dance and said, Surjo, Ashe, Surjo, please come, sun, please come. And the sun came back and went. The peacock came back as well, and with his gentle movements put the young ones to sleep. And so many birds, big birds and animals tried to call the sun. The sun had not come out. After a few moments of silence, they heard a little sound coming. Raja, may I try? Raja, may I try? And it was coming from down below. And everybody looked to see a young rooster with fluffy orangish yellow feathers asking the Raja, the lion, if he could call the sun. Raja, may I try calling the sun? Of course you may. And though everybody was surprised, they cheered for the rooster. The rooster's heart was beating, thumping. And the rooster reached the same spot. Now, let me tell you something about this rooster of ours. This rooster of ours loved to sing, loved to be creating songs, and loved to be singing. And there was a song growing in him. And the song was telling him this was the moment, this was the moment, this was the moment to be sung. And so the rooster stood in that spot. Everybody was watching. I know you must be thinking which song it is. The rooster sang, "Cuckoo-cuckoo," and the sun popped out in the sky. Everybody cheered for the rooster. But there was still some more to be done. And the rooster, this time, feeling a little confident and feeling a little assured, went again, calling and singing, "Cuckoo-cuckoo." And this time the sun went up into the sky, and there was even a louder cheer. And now once more, the rooster gathered all the love in his heart and just sang out loudly, "Cuckoo-cuckoo," which did something to the sun's heart, and the sun went up, high up in the sky, shining very, very brightly and spreading its beautiful yellow, radiant light all around. Yay! Everybody cheered, for the sun had returned, and they also cheered for this young rooster. And since that time, the rooster every morning sings out "Cuckoo-cuckoo" to the sun, and the sun fills us with that beautiful, glorious light of joy and hope. Thank you so much.